Good morning, children. Today we are going to start an introduction to sexual mode of reproduction in animals. As you grow, changes occur, isn't it? Your height increases, likewise the body weight also, sometimes extra body weight. Of course, obesity is a bad thing. You lose your milk teeth and a permanent set of teeth come from the root. Am I right? But if you lose it, another set will not come. Remember. So take care of your teeth. These all changes occur since your birth. These are general changes. But some special changes seen in the appearance of the body. New features appear in teenagers or in adolescents. These changes are known as secondary sexual characters. This is due to the production of sex hormones. These all you have learned in previous class. Estrogen and progesterone are the female hormones produced by ovaries, and testosterone by testes in male. This leads to the functioning of the reproductive organs in adolescent boys and girls. This is the onset of puberty. You have already learned puberty in smaller classes. You know, adolescence, commonly known as teenage, falls in between childhood and adulthood, isn't it? So this is the age in which secondary sexual characters are shown by the males and females. Till now we were discussing some general changes, but these secondary sexual characters are formed due to the production of male and female hormones. I said before, estrogen, progesterone in female and testosterone in male. Reproductive organs start functioning. Here I am giving you a homework. List any 5 secondary sexual characters seen commonly in both male and female. And you have to make a separate list of male secondary sexual characters and female secondary sexual characters. This is based on the previous knowledge. Now, after discussing the secondary sexual characters and puberty, let us move on to the topic sexual mode of reproduction in animals. In plants, you have learned flowering plants reproduce sexually with the help of seeds, isn't it? Like plants, in animals also, for sexual mode of reproduction, male and female reproductive organs, reproductive cells, fertilization, zygote, embryo, etc. are needed. What is the male reproductive organ in a flowering plant? Are you remembering? It is the stamen. Am I right? Likewise, the female part is the carpel or pistil. Do you know what are the corresponding reproductive organs in animals? If stamen is the male reproductive organ in plants, what is the reproductive organ in animals? It is a pair of testes. Like that, in plants, the female reproductive organs are the carpel or pistil, which has ovaries. In animals also, the same word is used, ovaries. The reproductive organ which produces the male gamete in male and female gamete in female are also known as gonads. So the male gonad in plant is stamen and female gonad in plant is carpel or pistil. Likewise, in animals, the male gonads are a pair of testes and female gonads are a pair of ovaries. Gonads are the reproductive organs which produces the reproductive cell. What is the other term used for reproductive cell? Gamete. You have already learned. Gamete, germ cell, these are the other terms used for reproductive cell. In plants, the male reproductive cell is pollen. Are you remembering? If pollens are the male reproductive cell in plants, what is the male reproductive cell or male gamete in animal? It is the sperm cell. In plants, the female reproductive cell is egg or ovum. In animal also the same word is used, egg or ovum. I repeat, the male gonads in animals are testes, a pair of testes. Female gonads are a pair of ovaries. Male reproductive cell in animal is sperm cell. Female reproductive cell in animal is egg cell or ovum. We will go in detail about the process of fertilization and embryo formation, everything in detail after going through the male and female reproductive organs in humans in detail. Once again, I am going to revise the portions. Male gonad, a pair of testes. Female gonad, a pair of ovaries. Why are they called gonads? Other accessory reproductive organs are also there, but why testes and ovaries are called gonads? Because these are the reproductive organs which produce the reproductive cell, and these are the reproductive organs which produce the sex hormones. As I said, testes produce testosterone, the male hormone, and ovaries produce the female hormones, estrogen and progesterone. So, the male gonad, testes, female gonad, ovaries, gonads. Testes produce millions of sperm cells. Ovaries produce egg, otherwise called ovum. We will go in detail about the egg production and all later on. Sperm and the egg unite. The fusion takes place, and that process is known as fertilization. Fertilization is a must for sexual mode of reproduction in plants, so in animals also. In sexual mode of reproduction, the fusion of the male cell and the female cell. The male cell or the female cell is known as germ cell or the gamete. Male gamete or male germ cell is the sperm cell. Female gamete, the other name is female germ cell, is the egg or the ovum. The fusion of the male gamete and the female gamete together known as fertilization. Fertilization leads to the production of fertilized egg, otherwise called zygote. So, this is all about the introduction to sexual mode of reproduction in animals. We will go in detail afterwards. Do revise the secondary sexual characters in male and female, and which are commonly seen in male and female, and the terms adolescence, puberty and all. You revise these portions by referring previous year's textbooks. So, this is a homework based on the previous knowledge. Thank you.